What's good? It's your boy Fanon. All right, let's talk boxing this morning. Sir, wait for some cats to get in. Gregory Wyatt, what's going on, man? How you feeling this morning? Troll, greetings, brothers and sisters. Troll Hunter reporting for duty. You the first one in the building now, man. So can't really say what's up to everybody yet. Since you the first one, since you the first cat through the door. Man. I've been enjoying some men. I didn't have a whole lot of work to do today, so I was actually able to listen to some of Trill Bison talk, listen to some of Blue Blood Sports TV's deal this morning, man. We're good conversations going on, man. Oh shit, what's this? Sorry, y'all. What's going on with you guys? Let me get to the chat real quick. We got people flowing. We got 55 people in the building. What's good with everybody? I just got a work email, so I'm gonna look at this real quick while people come in. Okay. Yes, sir. Brett, how do you say that, man? Brent from Arcton. Well, I just go on Bert. What's going on, Bert? A+ game. What's going on this morning, man? Hope all's well with you. Akeem the Great. Jay Good. What's good, man? I'm glad we finally worked that out. You got that wrench. Do not block Jay Good. Real Talk 90. What's good, man? I'm good, man. I'm sitting there listening to this very heated discussion this morning, man, on Blue Blood Sports TV, man. That was really fun to listen to. And it just drew me to just listening to these cats because I don't think he hasn't blocked nearly as many AJ fans as I have, man. I've just if you come across like a fanatic or somebody that can't take something that you don't want to hear, I'll put you about. I mean, I'm not going to wait around. I'm not going to wait around and listen to that nonsense all day. So there's a lot of them don't come back to my channel. They've been ran up out. But they were over on Blue Blood Sports TV's channel. And I was thinking, man, these dudes really are more concerned. They want nothing more than to see Deontay Wilder fail. For what? You already see if you are that desperate to want Deontay Wilder's pay-per-view numbers to be bad or his attendance to be bad, you must really not want that fight. That's the only reason that I could assume that you are hoping for this dude to fail. See, I'll be real straight with you. I don't want Anthony Josh. I don't care what he does now. Now the dude, he's so far gone with me that the dude can do whatever he can do whatever he wants to do. I don't think he's going to take the fight. I think that he can flip that argument either way. If Deontay Wilder does extremely well, they're going to say, "Oh yeah, great. Let's let the fight build even more." And if he doesn't, then they'll say, "Okay, well nobody's interested in him, so let's make let's make the fight build even more." He's going to do it either way. But y'all don't want that fight to happen. Straight up. You don't want that fight to happen. Otherwise, you wouldn't be you can just hear the tone in your voices. He doesn't have this many tickets sold, and it's only going to do 250,000 pay-per-view, and it's not going to do well, and it's not going to do well, and he's fighting a bum, and you just trying so hard to, I'm not even going to say I'm going to believe that you actually believe. I'm saying that you believe what you're saying. But it's clear from what you're saying, if you get your wishes, Deontay Wilder will fail. Why would you want him to fail if you wanted to fight? If you're really into the business of the business of boxing, and how you would hope that Anthony Joshua would have an opponent that could make a mega fight, but you don't want that. You want Deontay Wilder to fail. You want him to fail, and any type of failure will be fine for you. If he lost to Tyson Fury, that'd be great. If he doesn't do 5 million pay-per-views, that'll be great. If he just sells it out, if he sells all but 2 tickets, that'll be great. You'll take anything for this dude to fail. Anything. So that your boy doesn't have to take that fight. So that you can make or just for the hell of arguing. I get you, but that's just sad. For real. I'll be honest with you. I don't care. Anthony Joshua right now, he could do 5 million pay-per-views against Dillian White or Derek Chisora. He could do 5 million of them. They could import people from Italy to come in there, buy TV sets, and buy the fight. I don't care. Hey man, be successful. Well, healthy, wealthy, and wise, dude. I hope that everything turns out great for you because I know you don't want the fight, and I'm sick of acting like, I want the fight. If you don't want it, I don't want it. I will move on with it. Salute. What's going on? What's going on, World Wordplay? Denard Reed. What's going on? Jeff the producer. Alyssa Navarro. Bottom of Cali. Mark Blake. What's going on, man? Yes, Thomas Moreland. I'm telling you, I'm saying it like I see it. What's good with you, man? Muhammad is the one. Bert said, "A peace for you, peace to you as well, Bert." Watch him, Akbad. What's going on, man? I'm chilling. Jay Good said they working overtime this morning on Blues Channel. Oh, dude, they were just amped up. They're amped up over there, man. Blue Blood feeds into that. I'm just gonna throw you out, dog. I'm not gonna feed into it. But he has fun with it. You know what I mean? Reef the Watcher, what's going on, man? Gravy Davy, what's good? Melvin Jackson. Yes, sir. Cornelius Littlejohn, man. Good to see you, man. Yep, smash the like button. Hey, thank you, Jay Luka. Thank you, Jay Luka Kovic. Let me see. How will she pronounce her name? Kresovic. Yeah, Lukovic. Luka Kovic, man. I appreciate you, man. D said, yes, sir. He ran a whole bunch of names. CB Sports TV. Ian Campbell, Chop Money, Big Snack Pack, Bert, Bottom of Cali, Jeff the producer, Jeff Gregory Wyatt, man, Troll Hunter reporting for duty. Almighty Law 703 Reach, yes. Salute to everybody in the building. What's going on, Almighty? What's going on, 78 Sports CV dude? You killing me, dude. I don't understand. I ain't from the street at all, but I don't understand why those guys go on TV. Why do you do that, man? Why you out there snitching? There's a dude from Chicago that I don't remember what this rapper's name was, but he has something to do with that one rapper that got killed, and the person that they thought got killed, that they thought had something to do with it, got killed. And when it was time for him to start answering questions, he did this. Dog, you don't think that facial expression makes these dudes want to look into you even more? I mean, what? You think they stupid? He ain't around no more. Dumbass. If they weren't looking at you, they looking at you now. Come on, man. They probably were already looking for you. But you know who I saw do something real good? Man, Lil Wayne, man. I listened to a deposition of Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne knows how not to answer a question. For real, he's a smart ass and could have irritated the judge, right? He risked that, but that dude was damn good at not answering a question, dog. I was like, he's got a damn good lawyer. Told him not to answer shit. They asked him if he put out a record last year. He'd be like, I don't recall. Is that your hat? I don't know. I don't recall. That Lil Wayne was cracking me up with that. I think that dude had the prosecutor. He had whoever was doing the deposition. He had to do with the deposition cracking up, dog. He's like, man, Lil Wayne started saying asked and answered. Judge asked and answered. He asked it, I answered it. Isn't that, hey, lawyer, do your job? That's ask and answer. The lawyer was like, yeah, asked and answered. Man, that mug knew what he was doing, dog. That shit was hilarious to me. He was high as a kite when he was doing it too. Oh man. Marlon So Icy Sim, what's good, man? Yes, hey, Bert that said, yeah, Wayne had me dying. You saw that, dog? That shit was hilarious, man. It's like, I do not recall. Not that I can remember. No, I don't recall. He didn't remember nothing. But see, the problem is you got to remember something. Like, is that your shirt? Yes, that's my shirt. I have no problem answering that question because it kind of feigns, you being, if there's any discretion in it and somebody's listening like, you know what, I don't believe this dude. And if he can't tell me that he had a record last year and he's asking these other questions like he don't know, he know. But they ain't give him nothing. What's going on, Young Merv the Cut Man? Money Bag Swag, what's going on? People forget Wayne is Mensa. Is he? It's a smart, he's a bright kid, man. I mean, I've always thought he was a real bright kid, man. You'd be surprised how many people are Mensa. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of really bright dummies out there. There's a whole lot of real smart dummies out there, man. Yes, sir. Whole lot of smart dummies. So what's going on, Royal Kabash? What's going on, man? Kabash? Marlon So Icy Sim says it's snowing right now. Damn, but what's up for nine? Oh yeah, dog. It ain't snowing here, dude. It is not snowing in Texas. That's why I'm like, man, I put up with that heat for a little while. I was like, man, I don't care. When I got to Texas, it was like, man, it felt like it was 100 degrees for a month and a half straight. But I was like, hey, when it hits December, it's going to be 40, 45 degrees. 40, 45 degrees in December, January, February, I'm cool. There was times in when you live up north that I won't even be this close to a window. I'm not looking for that shit at all, dog. Yes, sir. Mike Biggs, Young Murr, my dude. Okay, let me get down here and see if we got questions here. He just got cleared to turn. Oh, in his knee brace, he's ahead of schedule. That's good, man. Hey, if your son got his knee hurt, man, rehabilitate. Especially if he's young, everything will go better, man. And his leg can come back stronger. You just got to make sure you do not cut any corners on rehabilitation. If you do, that shit will bug you for years. Rest. Bobby Shaz is Mensa. I mean, I give my it's not that, man, dude. What is a success for Wilder Fury? Whoever wins the fight, low place. Whoever wins the fight. Because they're the lineal heavyweight champion, the WBC champion, and they are the guy that can say that they own all of Anthony Joshua's belts. And whoever wins will tell him that. That's all they got to do. They're already successful. From a fight fan point of view, they're already successful. Whoever wins the fight, that's all they got to do. There's a lot riding on it. If you're an honest, I'm saying if you're an honest, the way that I look at it, there is a lot riding on Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. Because there's 4 belts, right? Now, look, I'm going to count 4 belts, AJ fans. 4 belts. 1, 2, 3, 4 belts. Not 5 belts, 4 belts. The WBC, the WBA, the WBO, and the IBF. Notice I didn't say the IBO because that's not a major championship belt, people. And I don't care how many times AJ says it is. Deontay Wilder is the WBC champion. Klitschko was beaten by Tyson Fury, who to this date is undefeated and had those other 3. Tyson Fury right now and has said it that Anthony Joshua's keeping my belts warm for me. That's Tyson Fury's stance. And there's no question about who will be the lineal champion after December 1st. It's whoever wins that fight. Or Tyson Fury if it's a draw. If it winds up being a draw, then all belts are off. Everything stays the same. But that's success. Because you have either Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder will be the lineal champion. And if there was a lineal champion for a sanctioning body, which there's not, but if there was, all of those would be the winner of that fight. And there's a very good argument to be made. Boxing, politics, and nonsense aside, whoever wins this belt is like the rightful champion of all 4 major sanctioning bodies and the lineal championship. That is for a fight fan. That's the truth of the matter. If you didn't have all these sanctioning bodies and all that stuff involved, that would be what was happening. If we were just talking about cats fighting in the street and you got the WBC neighborhood, the WBA neighborhood, the WBO neighborhood, and the IBF neighborhood, Tyson Fury ain't lost in 3 of them neighborhoods. And Deontay Wilder ain't lost and is a champ of the other one. Anthony Joshua can't say any of that. Anthony Joshua is just the guy with the best promoter and the biggest chest for you guys that like to look at him. That's what I think is at stake for that particular fight. And then it makes it easy, and Anthony Joshua wins. See, it's a win-win for everybody because then Anthony Joshua just has one person he's got to fight to answer all of that. He can get it done. He can get that done in under 48 minutes, under an hour. All he's got to do is fight the winner. All he's got to do is say, you know what, man, look, everything is on the line over here. The lineal championship, I got this other dude saying he owns all my belts. What can I do? It'd be real funny if Tyson Fury literally walked the copies of the belts that he had in the ring with him, just for the hell of being an ass about it. You know what I mean? The only garbage ass belt that wouldn't be handed is the ring, because Dougie Fisher, Steve Kim, and Oscar De La Hoya don't want to put it on the line. So yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Did I miss? I know I saw a super chat, man. I don't want to miss it because I screwed up earlier. Yeah, Jay Lukovic, man. I appreciate you, man. Much love in the super chat, man. Yeah, it's a belt warmer. It's what it is, man. Jello D. What up, Fanon? The motherfucking Don, bro. People don't like truth. No, they can't. Dude, look, man. They believe what is being told to them. That's it, man. You believe what's being told. They believe what's being told to them because they want to believe it. It makes it a lot easier, man. You like Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn told you these things, and you believe it's true. And you have some asshole like me telling you it's not true. So you want to believe the guy that you like and not believe and disbelieve the asshole. But like in a lot of movies, man, sometimes the good guy, the person you think is the good guy, you think a guy that's helping the guy that you like is really the bad guy. He's really the guy. He's really the guy that's taking advantage of you. Really the one that's just out for himself. Eddie Hearn is out for Eddie Hearn. And Eddie Hearn might, by connection, be out for Matchroom, but he's out for himself. And he's trying to sell you something. And he can't sell you it if he tells the truth about it, which is a Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury never lost the WBA belt. He never lost the WBO belt. And he never lost the IBF belt in the ring. He never did. And he had a bunch of nonsense going on in his life. But whatever the case is, this is how boxing before there were sanctioning bodies worked. You have to beat the man to beat a man. And the man that beat Vladimir Klitschko was Tyson Fury. And the guy that has the WBA belt, the WBC belt, by beating the champion, Bermane Stiverne, who got that belt after Vladimir Klitschko retired, is Deontay Wilder. And those two guys are going to get in the ring on Friday. And it don't matter if there's 5 people in there. Don't matter if there's 5 people in there. Same people trying to push up Usyk. There wasn't 5 people watch Usyk's fight. Usyk is still the cruiserweight, unified cruiserweight champion. He still has that claim, and ain't nobody watching him fight. Popularity does not make you the champion. If that was the case, then Manny Pacquiao should be Manny Pacquiao's a welterweight champion because he's a more popular, does better numbers than everybody in the welterweight division, other than Floyd Mayweather. So Floyd Mayweather should still be the champion. He should still be the champion if that's how that worked. It's not a popularity contest. And it doesn't matter how many people paid to watch you fight. The championship isn't determined by the people watching. It's determined by the people fighting. So the question is, who did he fight? And saying that he beat better people doesn't answer the question either, because that doesn't mean that he did not beat Deontay Wilder. And you won't know if that or Tyson Fury until they fight. There is no bragging rights between people. Want to act like there's some bragging rights that Anthony Joshua has. He has 0 bragging rights that matter in a boxing ring. He doesn't have more title defenses. He doesn't have a better record. You can, who he fought better fighters. No, he didn't. He didn't fucking fight better fighters. And even if he did, he beat those fighters. Deontay Wilder beat the fighters he fought. It's not like Deontay Wilder lost to any of the guys that you're talking about, that these guys are talking about. He knocked them out. You're just trying to discredit the guy by, he just knocked out a bum. That doesn't matter that the guy was unconscious. He was a bum. Anybody could have done that. Anybody could have knocked out Luis Ortiz. It was easy money. That's just anybody could have knocked out Bermane Stiverne. Anybody could have knocked out Chris Arreola. Anybody could have knocked out Gerald Washington. Anybody could have knocked out Arthur Spoka. Anybody could have knocked out, and you had to have to talk for 40 guys and say how anybody would have knocked all those guys out. So if you would have picked any boxer and had them fight the same fights as Deontay Wilder, they would have won the fights too, right? Except for the 40 guys he fought, which by logic would tell you that the 40 guys that he fought have to literally be the worst guys in the heavyweight division. And which one of those guys would have, shit's ridiculous, dude. Anyway, it is what it is. Cats really want this dude to fail real bad. Man, Anthony Johnson, man, much love in the super chat, dude. You be holding it down. And we will definitely put that to good use. Eddie is better known in the U.S. than AJ. And it's by design. That's by design that he's better known, dude. By design. Eddie Hearn wants to be better known in America than Anthony Joshua is. I don't think Anthony Joshua, United States, is in Eddie Hearn's plan. That's the guy he's the guy that's paying for the venture, especially after the zone. But yeah, absolutely he is. And neither one of them are very well known. I can go ask my dad. It's everybody knows how to do this one. Just go walk outside and ask somebody if they know the guy. The problem is that not a lot of people know any of these heavyweights, and they're not going to until they fight each other. They're not going to. So even with the Deontay Wilder fight, man, this is the first time to get his name out there. This is the biggest marketing push behind Deontay Wilder. And this is going to be the start of This is the start of a major marketing push for Deontay Wilder. And they're going to invest money and grow the dude's name because they think they have something they have something that works. Same thing happened for Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua did not get popular on accident. People didn't just wake up there wasn't some, prophecy, an Anthony Joshua prophecy in the Bible. Like, oh, well, hey, and in the year 2013, there shall come a man who will win gold for the Olympics. Yeah, that shit didn't happen. Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing invested a lot of money in promoting him and selling him. And in a large means, he's a creation of Matchroom in the UK. And they're desperate for it because, boxing is good in the UK, man. They got a lot of very active fans in the UK, and good for them. But that ain't working over here. Yes, sir. Oh, my God. Fanon, he beat Carlos Takam. Yeah, he did. He beat Carlos Takam, which makes him, hey, man, he's a better fighter, right? Like somebody left, I think I might have said this yesterday. Somebody said Dillian White sold 13,000 tickets in his first day or something, whatever, first 7 days. And Deontay Wilder only sold 7. Not that I know that that's the truth. I'm not saying that's the truth. I have no clue if that's the truth, but that's what they said. So my response was, oh, so that makes Dillian White a better fighter? What's your point? So what? Is he a better fighter? There was a time when Floyd Mayweather Jr. couldn't draw flies to a garbage can. And Oscar De La Hoya was selling more tickets than anybody. Or better yet, and use another example. What happened when Bernard Hopkins fought Oscar De La Hoya? Bernard Hopkins you could have walked outside and asked who Bernard Hopkins was. People wouldn't have known. A lot of people wouldn't have known. Walk outside, hey, who knows? Do you know Oscar De La Hoya? Yes. Who do you think will win? There's a whole lot of people that bet on Oscar De La Hoya and lost their money because of that nonsense. But people knew. You knew that the only way, I remember having a conversation with a heavyweight boxer about that fight. And they were like, the only way that Oscar De La Hoya can win that fight is if Bernard Hopkins throws it. If somebody pays Bernard Hopkins enough money and he takes a dive, then yeah, he can win that fight. Same thing was said about Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Oscar De La Hoya. I was like, man, I don't see Oscar De La Hoya being able to beat Floyd. He's like, no. Only way that's going to happen is if Floyd takes a dive. If Floyd takes a payoff, then yeah, that could happen. But Floyd don't seem the type of guy to take a play. He doesn't seem like he wants to take the payoff, or he would take that payoff. So I can't see that happening. And there you go. Boxing's a crooked sport, man. Boxing. Carlos Takam, not Carlos Takam, but Charles Martin. Come on, man. Charles Martin didn't want to fight Deontay Wilder because he was going to get paid 3 times, 4 times as much to get beat by Anthony Joshua. He wasn't going to beat either one of those guys. So people want to give Anthony Joshua credit because Eddie Hearn paid more money for that belt than the PBC would have done for that. You know what I mean? Charles Martin, if Charles Martin had fought Deontay Wilder, Charles Martin would have been put to sleep. And people would have been saying, oh, he's got 2 belts, but he only beat Charles Martin. Who was Charles Martin? Right? But it's Anthony Joshua, so it works for the story. And the other one's Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker ain't won a damn fight since he fought Anthony Joshua. In my opinion, the dude lost 3 straight since he won the belt. I don't think the dude really won a fight since he won the belt. But hey, man, if Deontay Wilder had gotten to Joseph Parker, it's just Joseph Parker. Come on. Joseph Parker turned around. He really lost to Hughie Fury. And, he just lost to Dillian White. So, of course, Deontay Wilder beat him. You can explain any type of nonsense with that type of logic. At the end of the day, the most important thing is, though, did Anthony Joshua beat Deontay Wilder? No, he did not. Is Anthony Joshua able to beat Deontay Wilder? You do not know that. You can, and when you ask him, and you'll really know a fanboy when you say, "Oh, he can't possibly stay. He doesn't stand a chance against Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua will destroy him." Well, if that's the case, then why aren't you asking for the fight? Clearly, Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua don't believe that. Because if they believed it, they would have made that fight. Like if I had the belt, Fanon is the head. Something crazy happened. We don't know. It was some real arcane rule in the WBC that gave Fanon the heavyweight championship of the world. He sued somebody. He was successful, and instead of paying up the money, they decided to give him the belt. We don't know how it happened. Oh, and they offered Anthony Joshua $50 million to fight Fanon. Man, that shit would be signed. Man, they'd be like, no, we don't need a training camp. We don't need a training camp. This will be the first fight ever. We don't need a training camp. Okay. Where do you want it? Oh, Sky, don't worry about it. We'll pay off Sky. We'll get out of Sky. We'll come get that money, dude. It'd be the quickest thing ever. Right? If that shit was Chris Arreola, if Chris Arreola had that belt, that $50 million to fight Chris Arreola, they'd have been in the United States knocking Chris Arreola's head over the top of the ropes because he doesn't have a chance to win. But Deontay Wilder, hold on. No, $50 million? No, we got to let the fight grow. You know what I mean? Get out of here with that nonsense. All right. What are the popular sports in the UK? You got to ask somebody in the UK. Boxing, I think, is popular in the UK. Cricket, football, known as soccer. Aren't darts? That's popular. Snooker. Tennis. I'm pretty sure tennis is very popular. But boxing is a niche sport in the United States. So you really got to be the man to pop out the top in boxing. And it's a niche sport because of promoters. They made it that. Well, that and this emphasis behind team sports. Back in the 60s, some thought Liston took the money against Clay. Yeah, some people do believe that. Yep. And he might have. I don't see the people have asked me what I think about that in that second fight. He probably did. But he would have got his ass whooped anyway. It wouldn't have mattered. In the first fight, I don't think he did. I think he was getting the tar beaten out of him in the first fight. And in the second fight, yeah, man, he probably did cash in because he couldn't beat him. So they fixed the round, dog. Let me see the super chat. My man, Reggie Owens said, if they sold 13,000 tickets, I guarantee the ticket pricing is dirt cheap. With Eddie's lying self, they said they sold 13,000. I adjust the actual numbers down to 6,000 dirt cheap tickets sold. Of course, Eddie Hearn, you got to cut that dude. You're a little better. I'm not as harsh. I would have cut that down to 6,500 because that's an easy 50%. I think you stole by 500 tickets from him. But who cares? You know what I'm saying? But not who cares about what you're saying. I'm saying who cares about Derek Chisora and Dillian White? The fight means nothing. The fight means nothing, man. I mean, I'll watch it kind of like, all right, I really am looking forward to the Game of Thrones season 8. Like it's coming out in March. I'm looking forward to that. Like I'm not going to miss a Sunday. I'm going to be watching it. That to me, I've been watching it for several years. I'm into it. I want to see who wins that. I want to see who wins the Game of Thrones. I want to see how that comes out. That means something to me. I went to go see the Nutcracker Suite with Nutcracker to the fourth dimension last Friday with my daughter. I watched it because my daughter was like, Daddy, I want to go to the movies with you. I want to spend time with you. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll do it. And I watched it. And I was happy to sit there and spend time talking to my daughter in a movie theater where I could have a glass of wine and I could get a meal. It was fun, but it didn't mean anything. And guess what? I'm going to pay more money. I paid more money for that than I did for the thing that I actually want to see. But I'm into the Game of Thrones. And so that's the Dillian White, Derek Chisora fight. People are going to watch it because it's on and they're boxing fans. But you ain't getting no anticipation, nobody dying to see that fight, especially in the United States. My thoughts on the matter is that, hey, he didn't fight Luis Ortiz. So who cares? Derek Chisora wins. I think Dillian White's going to win the fight. I think Dillian White's going to win the fight regardless of what happens in the ring. Unless he gets knocked out. But I don't think very highly of Derek Chisora as a fighter, because Derek Chisora was the last time I saw Derek Chisora, he wasn't lucky to win, but he landed a knockout. He knocked out Carlos Takam, but I thought he was losing that ring. I thought he was losing that fight to Carlos Takam easy until he knocked out Carlos Takam. And I don't think anything of Carlos Takam. And Dillian White beat Joseph Parker, got off his ass to beat Joseph Parker, and I don't think too much of Joseph Parker or Dillian White. So who cares? Who cares? It's a fight that's going to be made. So what? You got people that are going to get together. For the people that want to pay for their money to sing Sweet Caroline and have a good evening out. Hey man. But nothing matters. There's not a championship on the line. It doesn't do anything but make money for the two guys in the ring and the people selling the tickets. That's it. And fill a date on Sky. Other than that, who cares? I mean, so what? That's a big so what fight. Chisora looks 60. Yeah, C level. He's a C level. No, I mean, they're C plus level. I mean, Dillian White might be a B level fighter, but dude, I'm not giving Dillian White. Let me tell you, Dillian White is not beating Jarrell Miller. He's not beating Jarrell Miller. Jarrell Miller will beat that dude, man. Unless they rob Jarrell Miller will beat that dude. Because Jarrell Miller is very active. He's big. He's strong. He's very active. You can't miss Dillian White. Dillian White ain't no slick fighter. He's going to be swinging. Look, he's going to lose to him. He ain't going to come into the same building as Luis Ortiz, a 70-year-old Luis Ortiz. He's not beating him. There ain't no way he beats Klitschko. Vitaly Klitschko might be able to come out of retirement and beat that dude. And I'm only half kidding. Parker is C level minus. I mean, Parker, look at what Joseph Parker looked like against Huey Fury. He made Huey Fury look like Huey Fury was like like Huey Fury was really something to deal with. Dude, I don't even know if Dillian White wants Pulev. After watching Pulev fight Fury, I don't know if he beats Pulev. Maybe that's why they ditched that. Maybe that's why they ditched up out of that fight, because they don't think he can beat Pulev. I mean, I don't know if he beats Pulev. Deontay Wilder will knock Pulev's head or 360 degrees. How many B fighters has he fought? I mean, I'm not going to call these guys C fighters. I think that they're B fighters. When you say that you compare them to other heavyweights, But there's only a couple A-level. There's only 4, in my opinion. There's only 4 A-level heavyweights. And one of them we got to see get back to the A-level. Tyson Fury is an A-level relative to the rest of the heavyweights that are fighting now. Because I don't think anybody that's fighting now beats Evander Holyfield. A very, very good Holyfield. That's going to be a tough fight on anybody. Except for Deontay, even Deontay Wilder. If Deontay Wilder can catch him, he can knock him out, but that's tough. I don't think it's tough. I think it's anyway, as far as these guys where they are right now, as far as like the group, Luis Ortiz, Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, and Tyson Fury. Those are the top heavyweights for me. And Tyson, and the 2 most questionable in them for me, and this is just looking at the way they fight, the most questionable in there for me are Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. And I'm going to explain why I think that. I don't know. I don't believe that Tyson Fury, because he's out of shape. Because he hasn't come all the way back. I don't know if he's come all the way back. We'll see it in December. But I don't think Anthony Joshua beats Luis Ortiz. If Anthony Joshua fought Luis Ortiz that night that Deontay Wilder fought him, I think Anthony Joshua loses that fight. For real, I believe he loses that because he's going to get outboxed. He's going to get outboxed and he's going to get clipped. And I don't know if Anthony Joshua has that just one punch, boom, put you on silly street type of thing that Deontay Wilder can do. And Deontay Wilder had to hit Luis Ortiz with about 4 of them. Like, I saw Deontay Wilder hit Luis Ortiz with something where I was like, ooh, he should have been gone on that one. But he just kind of went and got his composure back. He recovered from the first time he got knocked down. But when he got hit with that, when Deontay Wilder hit him for the last time, that was he had to hit him like 3 hard times to get him out of there. Bruisingly hard shots to the head. I mean, they literally had to move Luis Ortiz's head from here. It bounced from here to here and came back around. Then he hit him with an uppercut to get him out of there. I don't know, man. I don't know if I don't think Anthony Joshua can. I straight up don't believe Anthony Joshua can beat Luis Ortiz. I'm damn near willing to bet a car that Dillian White can't beat him. So for me, the book is still out on Anthony Joshua. And I think that the reason it's out for me is like, just look at the rounds that he had with Povetkin. Even in victory, you can tell some things about somebody. He thinks a lot of he's a thinking fighter. He's not somebody that is just he did against Klitschko bum rush him and knock down Klitschko, but before he bum rushed Klitschko and knocked him down the first time, before he got knocked down, I'm talking about like the first few back and forth rounds from Klitschko. In my book, Klitschko was winning that fight easy by a distance because he just walked straight up and was like, wow. I mean, he literally would just walk up, started every round, just hit jab straight right down the pike on Anthony Joshua. Time and time again. And I was like, dude, this dude is not going to beat Klitschko. And then he just came out and then he got really aggressive with Klitschko and he caught Klitschko and he just muscled Klitschko and knocked Klitschko down. Then Klitschko came back and caught him when he tired. And then Klitschko didn't finish him off, like just kind of walked around the ring. He was like hurt for a couple rounds. Joshua was hurt for a couple rounds. And then the one thing I'm going to tell you for sure about Anthony Joshua, though, that dude got a vicious, vicious uppercut. That uppercut is from hell, dog. That right uppercut for Anthony Joshua might be, other than Deontay Wilder's right hand, that uppercut from Anthony Joshua is one of the nastiest punches in boxing, dog. I mean, he looked like he damn near ripped the head off of Vladimir Klitschko with that thing. And he just missed Alexander Povetkin with a right hand or a right uppercut. I can't remember which one, where I was like, ooh, if that landed, ooh, good night. But I don't think he's gonna be able to land that on Wilder. Because Wilder's gonna keep him at a nice distance. But that uppercut is ugly. But that's why I say who the top four are to me. And those are the A. The rest of those guys are B to me. And I don't care how old people say Luis Ortiz is. Those guys don't want Luis Ortiz because Luis Ortiz might be older in age, but that dude is highly, highly technical, man. And he's a southpaw that's highly technical. Very smart and counter punches like, that should be coming, dog. That should be coming. You throw a punch, whoa. And see now, Deontay Wilder, though, this is going to be the interesting thing for this next fight for me, too, with Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is got to be a better fighter after fighting Luis Ortiz. Because Luis Ortiz, Tyson Fury's a very good technique. He's an awkward fighter, but he's a good technical fighter. But I don't know if his counterpunching is not as dangerous as, from what I've seen, his counterpunching is nowhere near as life and death as Luis Ortiz's is. Luis Ortiz is life and death. Like, I threw that, some shit. I can't throw this shit because I know something's coming back. Like, you know when you let something go that something's coming back with some monstrous heat on it from a southpaw. Deontay Wilder showed a nice amount of patience. His eyes, or something that is really underestimated about Deontay Wilder, is his eyes. Man, that dude his eyes are up. He's seeing. He's got really good reaction. He's awkward, but he's just, that's the thing that I think Deontay Wilder has been in the toughest fight. That's something too. Deontay Wilder, well, him and Anthony Joshua have both been in really tough fights. And one thing that Anthony Joshua has shown is Anthony Joshua does have heart in the ring. As far as making this fight, he's not showing a lot of heart making the fight. But in the fight, Anthony Joshua has shown me that the dude has heart. Anyway, man, let me get back to the comment section, man. I went on that for a while. Fury made Parker look stupid. Yeah, he did, dude. Fanon, have you seen Ife Agagba? I may have missed up the last name, though. Yeah, I have seen. Big, strong African dude. Yeah, man, I've checked him out. I'm looking forward to him, man. Seeing him do more. Excuse me. Fury is not scared of Wilder or you Americans. Dude, shut the fuck up. No, you're right. Anthony Joshua is not scared of me. I will give you that. Dude, come on, man. You're hoping for his downfall. See, you're the type of dude who is you are just desperate for this dude to fail. You think Anthony Fury's going to school him. You don't know that. Fury looked like dog shit in the last two fights he had, and he hadn't fought 2 years before that. Now, here's the thing. Don't turn around. See, I'm going to keep your name. Denzel Aderangu. Don't turn around if Deontay Wilder knocks him out and talk about how Tyson Fury is garbage. Because you're going to do that. Cats you're going to do that. I've seen your name before. That's what you're going to do. He's going to school him, and then if he gets knocked out, because I don't know what's going to happen in the fight. I don't know what's going to happen in the fight. I'm not taking two approaches. I'm taking to two fights. I don't know what's going to happen in Errol Spence, Mikey Garcia, and I don't know what's going to happen in Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. I'm not bucketing myself in on that. I think I know what's going to happen, but I got enough respect for Tyson Fury and Mikey Garcia to say those are world-class fighters. Those are champions. And like, that corny-ass Houston Rockets fans used to say, never underestimate the heart of a champion. And I'm not going to do that. But don't turn around and call Tyson Fury garbage if his head gets spun around and he goes to sleep, or if he just gets outboxed, or if Deontay Wilder doesn't just jab and straight right him to a decision. Don't complain about it and say, "Oh, he's nothing." I'm almost, and I'm gonna keep that name in my mind, Denzel. And nigga, you know your name ain't no damn Denzel. You should use your real name, dog. Denzel. Your mama named you Denzel? Fuck up out of here. AJ reps UK and Nigeria. No, he don't. AJ reps AJ. AJ ain't repping the UK, ain't repping the Nigeria. Get up out of here. That dude ain't no more Nigerian. That dude ain't no more Nigerian half the Negroes in Mississippi. Do a DNA test. And I don't care if he's mama and his daddy are from there. He reps. You know what he reps? He reps boss. Because he's so boss. He reps Matchroom. He reps Eddie Hearn. He reps Wembley Stadium. That dude ain't coming. That dude ain't repping he don't rep Nigeria. Up out of here with that. Oh, Denzel be hating on your videos and chat. Oh, dude, that dude be there all the time, dog. That's what I'm telling you, man. Bro, Fanon going in on Denzel. Man, that dude's name ain't Denzel. Your name ain't Denzel. That's some gets me, man. Why would you name yourself Denzel? How about Ife? And that Anthony Joshua, they ain't in this damn Olaf and Wambi. What's your real name, dog? Some of y'all get on my nerves. Use your real damn name, dog. We don't even half the cats over here. My name is there's cats over here named Thomas Smith. Their name ain't Thomas Smith, dog. Okay, the name is we're stuck with that name. You actually got a name and you still fake it, you phony. Use your real name. This shit be killing me, dude. Use your real name. All you cats from now, I rep Nigeria, but your name is Charles. You rep Nigeria, you wouldn't be calling yourself Charles. You'd be calling your name, you'd be using your name, you'd be using whatever name is your real name, dude. And correcting people on the pronunciation when you say it. I went to school with a whole bunch of y'all phonies. I was walking around with my wife, man. Now, my wife is a very light-skinned black woman. Ghanaius Antimopopo is not his real name. I don't know what his name is. If you are Nigerian and your name is Christopher, there's something wrong with you or your mama. Your name, if you from Nigeria, your name is Charles, there's something wrong with you, dude. Okay, there's something wrong with you, dog. We know, Cass. I ran this one Nigerian cat out of there. Land of darkness. I know. But still, y'all be trying to come over, man, please. Some of y'all get on my nerves. Because by and large, Nigerian cats are some of the brightest that you meet in the United States, are some of the. For non sounding dumb, come on, bruh. How am I sounding dumb? Rono Zoro, I don't sound dumb. I'm telling you what I think. You can get mad if you want me to. I'm telling you the truth. If you are from Nigeria, you rep Nigeria, and your name is Christopher, why is your name Christopher, dude? Get up out of here, man. You don't have to have a European name. I got a European name. I got a Slovakian name, dog. My shit is Slovakian. You know what I'm saying? It's been bastardized. It's so Eastern European and bastardized that I don't even know what to say. But you guys come over and talking that nonsense up, man. No, big up to Nigerians in boxing. But Ife Agagba, I can respect that. He's repping Nigeria, dude. Anthony Joshua? Oh, come on, man. That dude ain't repping Nigeria. That dude is repping Britain with his British name, period. That's what he's doing. I am Slavic, dog. You know what my family name is? My mother's family name is Plaskalovich. Plaskalovich. James from Plaskoviti. Plasclascovittie. My mother's maiden name's like that long, dude. But it's her name. She didn't make it up. It's just what it is. My friend name is Oluwafemi. Now I'm just messing with you a little bit now. Okay? Fernando Slavic. Yeah, look at big ass nose. Anyway, I'm just messing with you too for the real. Any cat from Nigeria getting mad at me, I'm just messing with you. Really, I'm just messing with you, kind of. But come on, man. Y'all talk too much sometimes, man. Y'all talk too much. You disrespect two people and then get mad about my father's name is very, very, very English. And I guarantee you he ain't English. All righty. I got to do one thing. Yeah. Anyway, man. Oh, Slavics were black first? I didn't know. Nah, it's just Greeks, man. But I mean, I got Polish cousins in Nigeria. Not Nigeria, I got Polish cousins in Canada. Them cats is wild too, because they straight Polish, but they went from Greece or Athens. It was like outside of Athens, and they went up. But whatever, man. I'm just really just messing with you, dude. You just want to clown. If you want to clown us, I clown you too. Because I hear you clowning about what I hear y'all clowning. So I just clown back with you. I got a lot of respect for you. Some of the brightest people I've ever met. Hardest working, brightest cats I've ever met are Nigerian or from Nigeria. Seriously. And I say that with all due respect. Some of the brightest guys ever. But in some ways, I just think you guys are I think sometimes you guys are a little backwards. Because it seems to me, this is just outside looking in. This is just me. It seems to me that you place a higher value on things that people in America are very used to. And so, like, it's hard for me to get my head around the fact that the richest Christian preachers in the world, 2 of the 3 richest preachers in the world are in Nigeria. That to me is mind-boggling. Like, I don't understand that, dog. How in the world are you giving all that money to them? I don't understand. It's like, I don't know what's worse, Boko Haram or that. It's like, I'm sure Boko Haram is doing some shit they ain't supposed to be doing, but God dog, why is he getting all that money? Y'all don't need that. Nigerians are too ambitious. Preaching scam. I'm trying to tell you, man, it's crazy. Man, my thing is, man, it's just the only issues that I've ever had in dealing with cats from Nigeria, and I'm telling you, most of the people that I met from Nigeria, I met in school. They were professors, political science professors. Cats are just very, very, very bright, very, very well educated, because they wouldn't even allow them in the country if they weren't. Very, very talented, very talented guys. But they were just very, man, it's like the people that we grew up with that are like, shouldn't trust that dude. Okay, like we've been around this circumstance a lot longer, like in the belly of it. And we're telling you, look, dude, this is the deal. But you don't want to believe that we know what the deal is. We know what the deal is. These are our relatives. These are people that we grew up with. We know what the circumstances are here. But it's like, you're going to have to learn. But second generation cats, your kids learn quick. Second generations, third generations. Yeah, by the time you got a third generation Nigerian, you got a black dude. What is a third generation Nigerian in America? A Mississippi Negro is what he is. Full-fledged. It'll be that's what you are, because that's what they are in Mississippi. You can't tell me these cats over there in Mississippi, dude. Go to Mississippi. Look at these cats in Alabama. There ain't them cats. Them cats could be Igbo. What is it, Igbo? They'd be Igbo, and you would walk right in there, they can master accent. You wouldn't say nothing to them. They the same people, dude. Because everybody came from that same area, dude. Right over there. People weren't coming out of Ethiopia and coming out of Ethiopia, Kenya, Somalia, Eritrea. They weren't coming through nobody come from over there. They came from right over there in that western little hook, right where y'all from. And Mississippi King, I'm trying to tell you, go down, that's what they are. Third generation, it's in Mississippi. What's the third generation? Third generation Nigerian is Warren Sapp. It's Warren Sapp. That's what you get. Warren Sapp. You get Julius Peppers, them type of dudes, man. Deontay Wilder. Don't you tell me that dude don't look. Don't tell me that dude don't look more Nigerian than don't look more African than Anthony Joshua does. He look every bit as If you change his name to Anthony Joshua's name, You'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, what part are you from? You know what's funny too? Them Indians. Ooh, Lord, that shit's real funny. When you catch an Indian and you look just like an Indian. Nigerians always have English names. Yeah, anyway, I'm just kind of clowning, dog. Yeah, of course he is. Dude, everybody is, man. Everybody's from there. Everybody's from there. He's from Alabama. He's from there. Now, if he's talking about he got real actual family, I wouldn't doubt that either. You know? Joshua more African than Wilder? Not a lick. Not a lick. Not a lick, dog. Not a lick. Do his DNA test. I guarantee you he's not a lick more African than Deontay Wilder. Not a lick. It's going to be what and what when you pop that test, dog. I guarantee you, dude, he's not a lick. He's more African than me, but he ain't more African than him. When he did a little DNA test, what you going to get out of Deontay Wilder is something like this. 94% sub-Saharan African. That's what you're going to get. 2% Western Europe and 1% Native American. That's what you're going to get. I guarantee you, dude. Deontay Wilder, if the genetics of it, Deontay Wilder is every bit as African as every bit as African as Anthony Joshua. Probably more so. Because Anthony Joshua is from West, his people are from Western Africa, right? So it's not like even like he's from Morocco or something like that. If he was from Morocco or was from Egypt, then you could be like, okay, yeah. But if he's really like a specific tribe in Nigeria, then you're talking about cats that are very, very healthy. They have a real healthy color. They have a real healthy color to them. They've got a high melanin content. So in order for him to be like this, he had to have some European mixed up in there, mama and daddy. Thank you very much. What's going on, the Cali Enigma? What's going on? Cali Enigma Sports and Entertainment. Deontay Wilder has family in London. AJ fans are afraid of Deontay Wilder destroying him. Pound Ldbc. Yeah, you know. Check it out on Twitter. Wilder test and DNA breakdown on Twitter. Oh, is it? Yeah, I mean, I don't even want to do that stuff. It's like, how do you know? You know, but Joshua connects. He can do whatever he wants to do, man. He need to connect with Deontay Wilder in the ring. That's what he need to do. All that other stuff, who cares? I don't really even care. Like I don't even care. And I'm going to tell you, a million miles an hour, I got a ton of respect for Nigerians. Some of the brightest people, smartest people you ever want to meet. Smartest, most talented people you ever want to meet. For real. Yeah, Cool Breeze DNA test for that's exactly what it is. Usyk going to get destroyed by the big heavyweights if he fights them. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe get some new juice. Maybe get some extra super juice. We're indigenous. That's why Black Americans are better athletes than Africans. Are we better athletes than Africans? I don't know. Them damn Africans can run in the marathons like ain't nobody's business. I don't know, man. I think we're a little hungrier. I think that's what that is. And we got better institutional knowledge. Like, I think it's like, generally speaking, American athletes are more skilled in the sports that we play. More skill. I think skill is underestimated. And when we talk about what happens on an athletic field, these guys are very, very like basketball players, very, very, very skilled. When you get a cat like Ldbc, what's his name? Victor Ldbc, like Ldbc, or a guy like Joel Embiid, or cats like, dude, Akeem the Dream. Man, dude, when that dude got that skill with that athleticism, they're killers. So, I mean, I think skill has more to do with that. So if you're somewhere playing a sport that you're more skilled in, and your father knows how to play, you learning things, even without them saying it, just because you're around a lot of people that can play, I think that really does help you a lot, man. So, anyway, that's my take on it, man. What's going on, Philip Redney? And by the way, man, I'm going to say this again. I was just messing with my man Denzel about Nigeria. Hey, I don't in any way, shape, or form mean to insult you dudes just because of that. Like I mean to insult you. Like I really was trying to insult you. But it's not like I actually mean that, dog. Yeah, that's what you go. Tone bangers, 54% Nigerian. What's 27? So it's 70, 83, 70, 81% African, 12% Native American, 7% other. There you go. Let's see Anthony Joshua's. It's going to be something like that. What's going on, Arthur Young? 400 years of slavery is behind every Wilder punch. Alexander Wilson, Victor Oladipo graduated from a high school. He's an American, is an Apple, and has played basketball since 7th grade. Yeah, and that dude's a beast. That dude is a beast. Man, Victor Oladipo is a beast, dog. But I thought he was African. He's African. His people are. He's second generation. I know he's African, dog. Ain't nobody running around with the last name Oladipo. And they ain't, nah. They didn't have no plantations. They don't have no Oladipo plantations. You're not gonna see no. If there ain't there ain't no Oladipo plantations in Mississippi. His mama came from Africa. Somebody came from Africa, dog. Tito Carlisle, I'm half Puerto Rican, Jamaican, and my DNA says 65% Indian. That's because the man that guards, man, dude. First of all, everybody's related, so whatever. Nah, dude, I guarantee you, I've heard Victor Oladipo tell me that his family's from Africa. I'm 100% sure I heard him say that. And you can look at him, dude. You just got to look at Oladipo. You can tell you look African. Now, you can tell an African by looking at him, for the most part. You can tell somebody who's Somalian from somebody that's Ethiopian, from somebody that's Nigerian, from somebody that's from somebody that's a Sands from South Africa. It's a huge place. Cats look different in different places. You know what I mean? Oh, there you go. He's half Nigerian, half from Senegal. Yeah, there you go. I know the dude's African, dog. Yes, you can, but he is obviously he's American. If he's born in America, then he's an American. You know? Oh, thank you, Edewile. Said Oladipo is a Yoruba name. Thank you very much. I was like, I knew we do. But dog, them cats, that's what I'm saying. Like, man, them dudes. I'm just telling you, man, I've been in some classes with some Nigerian dudes. Man, them dudes, some of them dudes, like, I don't know which one, like what group of them is so damn strong. But Lord have mercy, dude, them cats be strong. Like, I heard people refer to that as country strong. Them Nigerians are country strong. I mean, some of them dudes, some big, thick dudes. Man, there was this cat, man, this dude, it looked, I mean, it'd be an exaggerating to say he looks like a bodybuilder when he was 16 years old. But dude, this cat was going to school to be, he was gonna wind, I think he wound up becoming a medical doctor, or that was like that's what his routine was. His routine wasn't sports. And this dude looked like he spent half the day in the weight room without ever walking in. I'm trying to tell you, them cats ain't no joke, man. Them cats ain't no joke. Straight up. Them dudes are no joke. They are some of the most talented people you will ever run into, man. They eat meat for breakfast. They doing something. And they got the wealthiest. There's no reason for them not to be the richest people in the world. No reason in the world. That's why I'm like, y'all don't need them. You don't need them dudes. That's kind of half why I'm salty. Like, if you want to hear me hating, you know how much money y'all got? How much money they have? Like, how much wealth they have? It's mind-boggling. I mean, it's like, it's mind-boggling how much wealth they have in that area. And they're going to have really hard times in the next 50 years because they're projected. I was watching something. I'm off of boxing right now. And I get to you in a second, Alexander Wilson. This just was really worrying because there's this something called the Watson Institute on International Studies, and they talked about like the trends in population growth over the next 100 years, and it was like if you can imagine a chart going like this, like this is like say this is this is Asia, this is the U.S., this is Europe, right? This is Africa, like, woo. So they were starting to come up with plans and talk about how you deal with that, right? So that's why I'm like, you got these cats. Stop giving money to them dudes. Anyway, I'm not going to get too deep into that, but it's just I'm not going to be alive for it. I'm not going to be alive for during those times, but they got their eyes some of the people got their eyes very heavily centered on Nigeria and that area, because it's like that is the number one spot with population growth in the world. So it's like, and it's the biggest competitor, because since you have such population growth and you've got low salaries, the ability to like industrialize and the natural resources and the population to industrialize means that it's going to be very, very difficult if they get their act together to compete with them economically. It's almost so it's got to be a way to kind of deal with that for the existing world powers. So, hey man, Nigeria, hey man, hats off to you for potential, but get your stuff straight, man. Otherwise, there's going to be a lot of woes over there, man. Alexander Wilson said he sucks in high school. He came off the bench, wasn't even a top 150 player in high school. He's born and raised in Upper Marlboro. That's what's up. Yeah, Upper Marlboro, but they got beasts out there, man. They got a lot of really good players out there in DC, man. DC is a very underrated for that as well. Oh, Callie Enigma said, I'm Ethiopian, Nigerian, Malian, Moroccan, Jewish, Jewish, Cherokee, Irish, Scottish, and German. Salute to the Ldbc. Hi, that's what's up, man. What's up, Callie? Hey, Justin Marsh in the building, man. What's good, man? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. With China, yeah, but what China did was they stopped playing, dude, and they put everybody out. China was like, if you selling dope, you got to go. Like, you got to go off the planet. Curtis Anderson, the Black American Southern athlete, is the best. Herschel Walker, Bo Jackson, Ali Robinson. Yeah, Ali's more Midwest, though. Technically, he's the South, but he's more Midwest. But yeah, man, we got I think they found Atlantis in Africa. I'm trying to tell you, man, the water, just the rivers coming together in, what is that? Wherever somebody who's better with geography can tell you, wherever that rivers are, where all those rivers are coming together, the hydroelectric power coming out of that rivers, those rivers colliding, crazy dough. I'm telling you, man, crazy dough. Thanks much. Oh man, much love, Curtis Anderson and Justin March in the super chat. But look, man, I'm gonna get out of here. This is a lot of fun. I'm trying to see where I am on my time. Yeah, I'm about 100. I got a couple more minutes, and I'm gonna bounce out of here because big time dead joke. I'm not sure what that is. The basketball players that have came out of DC since 2000 is crazy. Yeah, DC got great athletes. Fanon, Spence stops AJ. Nah, I'll go with AJ on that one, dog. I gotta go with AJ on the Spence one, dog. Ali's from Kentucky, Southern Miss Webb. Yeah, he's from Kentuckiana. Yeah, I mean, he's from Louisville, so that's more like Ohio. That's more Ohio, Kentucky. But because I think Ohio is closer to Louisville than it is to Indiana. But yeah, it's kind of Midwest. But Ali's a beast, man. Ali's a once Fanon joking, bro. Okay, that's what's up. Ali's like he's a super athlete. And those come along everywhere every once in a while. But I'm telling you, man, I shared some stories that I heard about Ali from people that grew up with him. He's a super athlete. He's a special athlete. And they don't have a lot of those in boxing. Really and truly. I mean, just the athletic ability. Aside from whatever else he was doing, his athletic ability is. There's not a boxer boxing that's that good of an athlete. He's a super athlete. That's kind of like, Kobe Bryant boxing. You know what I mean? Like, or is Kobe Bryant a super athlete? Who's like a super athlete? Like, for me, Allen Iverson's a super athlete. If Allen Iverson was a boxer and that's what he was raised to do was box, I think that's when you get a Sugar Ray Robinson, right? When you get an Allen Iverson that boxes. And that's something people are like, that's because I'm a huge Ali fan, but that's something that people miss about him. It's not just, you can look at his size, you can look at his length, and you can look at the bones of it. But what you're not getting is the dude used to chase school buses. The dude used to chase school buses to school. My mother rode the bus to school, and they'd be like, dude, we just run with the bus. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Sean Kemp is like those are super athletes. And when you get a super athlete in a sport, that's what you get. Like, even Deontay Wilder, I don't think is a super athlete, but he's an athlete, a serious athlete, right? So being a serious athlete and boxing is what allowed him to really make up a lot. Yeah, Roy Jones Jr. is like that type of athlete. Ali was a super athlete, dude. His brother used to stand him up against the wall, and him and his brother used to throw rocks at him up against the wall, trying to hit him with a rock, and his brother couldn't hit him with a rock up against the wall. That's how quick he was. And he's that big. And the dude ain't little. Shaka Cthulhu, man, appreciate it. He said Tuscaloosa means black warrior. That's what DeSoto saw. Chief Tuscaloosa's description. The river runs through Tuscaloosa called Black Warrior. Hey, man, thank you for the history, man, or the geography. That's geography/history. Thank you very much, man, for that lesson, dog. Yeah, Bo Jackson, Dominique Wilson's. But see, those guys would box. And when you're dealing with that, dude, you're dealing with something that's a little bit different, man. Like Mayweather. Mayweather's an athlete like that. You know what I mean? I think Mayweather's an athlete like that. And you get that when you get that level of athlete that's in boxing. I don't really see Anthony Joshua as that type of athlete. I see him big and strong, but I don't see him as being like that guy that's like, I've seen him run and he's fast. I've seen him run 100-meter, but there ain't no way in the world he's beating Deontay Wilder in a 100-meter sprint. Deontay Wilder going to leave that boy. Deontay Wilder is a dude like, I think Joshua ran like an 11-2 or something like that. Deontay Wilder in a 100-meter run training, there's no way that dude can't run a 10-4, 10-500. I mean, just look at his build and the fact that he was a football player. That's what those guys are running like. Or a guy like Randy Moss. Like Randy Moss boxing, that's a 6'4", 6'5", lean, super athlete. Yeah, Joshua can't play basketball. I mean, there's a skill to that, but I'm just saying he doesn't really strike me as that level of athlete. But I could be wrong. But look, man, I appreciate everybody coming through to the chat today, man. Much love in the super chat. Thank you to everybody thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you, man. There's 229 people in the house. The stream is growing. I really appreciate it, man. Built kind of like Usain Bolt. Man, let me tell you something, man. Usain Bolt is something ridiculous, dog. Ridiculous. But anyway, with that, I got to roll up out here. Thank you, everybody, man. Smash the like button on your way out. And with that, I'm out. Peace. And again, respecting Nigerians, all the Nigerians that watch the channel. I was kind of clowning with Denzel. Much respect to you as well, Denzel. Hey, man, I didn't want that to come off wrong, man, the way I kind of chewed you a little bit. You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? Man, I was just talking smack. I don't mean to disrespect you. All right, man. With that, I'm out. Peace.